to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by the very busy Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And today I've got a special show for you. We're going to get to that here in just a second, but it'll be a first. We don't have a lot of firsts here on Outdoor GPS in nearly 17 years of being on the air, but we got one for you today. First things first, though. Our first interview this morning is going to be Brian Terry and Ian McNair from High and Dry Waders. We're going to talk about their brand new, and you know, I really shouldn't say that, their newly revised stocking foot waders. Now, you've heard me talk about the High and Dry hunting waders forever, the boot foot waders, best waders I've ever worn, simple as that. But they're not as well known, at least over here, for their stocking foot waders. Now, they've had these out for a little while, but they wanted to make them better. They wanted to make them more bulletproof. I say that because there's Kevlar all over these things, and we're going to talk a little bit about those. Just one quick segment, find out if it's something that you might be interested in as we work our way through winter steelhead season, and of course into springers, summer steelhead, summer chinook, when waders like this will become something much more useful than, say, us that are chasing ducks around with boot foot waders. So just an opportunity to give you an idea of what they have available for you in that High and Dry product line that we all love so much. So we'll have that in just a little bit. Then, for the first time ever, I've actually got a four-legged guest. Well, there's 6 legs included, but one of them's got 4 legs. I've got Shay Ross with the Oregon State Police and Scout. And you can actually see there, that's Buck in that particular photo. I believe this is Buck. That is Scout. Okay, that is Scout that we have in here. They are part of the anti-poaching program with ODFW. And as a dog owner, dog lover, I love having a chance to meet dogs that are trained differently and find out what the anti-poaching program does here in Oregon. And it's a relatively new program for Oregon State Police. So it'll be a great chance to check in with Shay, find out what it's all about, and how he has gotten Scout to this point. And in a lot of cases, as you all know, if you're a dog trainer or have trained dogs, how far Scout has gotten Shay, because we all know that it's a team effort, no question about it. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll have a couple segments with Shay here in the studio after a little bit. Also, we're going to have the deal of the week for Fisherman's Marine. And going into spring Chinook season, fall Chinook, summer Chinook, any Chinook fishing, doesn't matter if it's silvers as well, 360 flashers, trust me, this is one that you're going to want to pay attention to in that deal of the week, especially if you missed out on some of the deals over at the Portland Sportsman Show, which was crazy in the end, but we'll talk about it another day. This upcoming segment, though, we're going to talk about river levels, right? Rivers are about to explode. We got I think they call it the atmospheric river, literally, that's on its way here into the Northwest. It looks like things are going to, doesn't matter where it is, if it's on the west side of the state of Oregon, it's going to explode. We'll show you a few of those, give you an idea on how long you might end up waiting to get back out there to chase some winter steelhead. And I'll have my report from this week, chasing fish 3 different days, floating. Very interesting week coming off that high water event. Thing is kind of getting interesting, but we'll talk briefly about that in this upcoming segment. And of course, we'll find out what that weather is really going to do when we talk with Peyton Major with our weather forecast here in just a little bit. But I'm trying to save some time. Let's go ahead and jump into some of the photos that everybody's been sending over. What in the world? Marlin? Okay, fine. Nope, sailfish, excuse me. I'm not a pelagic guy. I just misread it off the top, but a couple of sailfish looks like fun. 2024. Robin sent this in. I wonder where they are. Is that down in Mexico someplace? I would assume. Yeah, how cool is that? One of these days. I'd love to do that with a fly rod, though. That's just me. Ice fishing, another one I'd love to do. Haven't had to do it yet. Oh, that's in Montana. Ed sent this in. Looks like a trout. I haven't done any of that ice fishing yet. One of these days. I hear it can be good on Diamond Lake or some of the other lakes down there if you do it right. Very cool. Looks like they have some fun doing that. Look at that one. That's a big trout. Eastern Oregon, Gary sent that in. And it's easy to do, everyone. If you have success, great. Take some good shots, send them in, we'll show them off. Even if you don't have success, we will, holy moly, the hatchery fish are doing just fine. That is a toad of a hatchery fish. It's at least a teener. That's a nice fish right there. Could Scout find that? Yeah, he's like, yes, he could. Very cool. Thanks for sending the photo in. I'd like to see a few more of those personally here going forward. Hi, Finn. Steelhead Michael sent this one in. Nice fish, too. From the bank. I love it. Been an interesting week. We'll have some reports this year. See, now these are some of the ones we love to see. Snow on the Trask. Man, when the coast gets to snow like that, it's just beautiful. Nanette sent this in. Great shot. Those are, you don't get a lot of those. You got to do it just right. It's easy to do, everyone. We'll show you that. We also have a video coming up. Look at that. Veterans hunt. Anybody ever want to hire out a guy on the veteran hunt in February after the season's over with? Would you call me? I have duck and calls will travel. I'd love to help some veterans get some birds. Brent set this in. Very cool. Nice shot. Interesting dogs, too. Look like wire hairs. Not the typical duck dog, but they'll work, right? Train them up right, they'll work. But here's a quick video. Is it sad when you already know where it's at before you even see anything else? Because I know literally exactly where that spot is. Personal best, 17 pounds. Seriously?
He says he's going down.
Holy moly. We're just following along, everyone. You can see they were probably bobber dogging. Looks like there's a bobber on there. Jeez. I'm telling you, everyone, if you're familiar with what you're looking at, when you see a steelhead that size, wow. Holy moly. Oh, that's the kind of steelhead that you've got to be worried about your net flexing if you're going to lift it into the boat like that. Wow, 17 pounds. It's been a long time since I've seen one that size. That is a dandy. Thanks for sending that video and giving all of us a little slap in the face if we haven't got one of those in a while ourselves. This week in this upcoming segment, I'll explain how things went for myself. Nothing that big, I can promise you. It's the Fox 12 app. It's free. Download it. Once you do so, you can scroll down, find out their GPS. It'll show you exactly how to upload those photos and videos. Is that a new video clip too, Ryan? That is. That looks new. I like that. Very cool. Now, we're going to go ahead and cut to a break. When we come back, we're going to have the report segment. Basically going to fly through this, but I want to get river levels in. Quick report, which probably is meaningless with this explosion we're literally going to have on all of our rivers, but we'll give you an idea of how my week was. And then our first interview is Brian and Ian from High and Dry Waders. We'll be right back.